Hi, and welcome to a Minnesota Banking Minute. My name's Jay Tamburino with the Minnesota Bankers Association, and today our special guest is Kim Larsen from Scantron Technology Solutions. Kim, what are you seeing out there in the industry right now? What are the trends?
Hi, and thanks for having me today, Jay. Industry standards are changing, and the drive to meet online and real-time customer demands is not going away. The important question is how quick, accurate, and easy it is to get consumers their data. Bank customers are expecting all aspects of their banking needs to be at their fingertips. The two things that everyone will continue to hear over the next few years is cloud and security, two extremely important topics. You need to know what solutions are right for your bank and how you can be successful using them. For example, do you want your mail data in-house or in the cloud? The next step is how do we protect that sensitive data? We would love to have the highest level of security and solutions for all data within our network, but at what cost? And how do we make sure we are picking the right solutions and partners? There are multiple vendors with multiple solutions, which is the right fit for your bank. An easy example, you can make a secure data portal in-house to store documents and gather consumer data, or you could go through a cloud partner like Dropbox and have them control permissions and security. Which is right for your bank? These are decisions that a strong technology partner can help with.
As regulatory complexity evolves and they start to really understand how to audit and what they're looking for, what are you seeing out? How does a bank prepare for that next level of regulatory exam?
You need to understand the data within your bank and risk rate the categories. Have you classified all your corporate and consumer data sets? Looking at how your bank gathers data, how do you store, secure, and back up that data? And what's critical and what isn't? What security level will be assigned to each risk rating? You need to ensure the service practices your bank implements match your level of comfort with securing your bank data. Your bank staff needs to understand the security measures you have in place and can clearly communicate them to customers and our auditors. What level of redundancy will uphold for each level of risk rating? Based on your risk rating, you need to define backup frequency and define where and when backup data will be stored. Understanding the answers to these questions will help identify what data needs hardening and what solutions you should use to protect the integrity of the said data.
You keyed on that hardening process. That's going to be kind of where does a bank even begin the hardening process for data systems, where things are?
Goal of hardening a process should be to protect the data. There are many solutions out there. Some of the common solutions could include implementing shields, prevention, protection around the data, managed patching, antivirus, anti-malware, DNS protection, log management, log analysis are just a few. In addition, it is important to not overlook policies and procedures. It is important to update policies and procedures as a default best practice, especially with the working environment in many financial institutions changing with the remote worker initiatives. Policies are just a piece of paper until you need them. Then you have to work flawlessly to prevent downtime or expense and to limit your exposure. An untested policy or procedure is like an untested backup. So back to the question about a hardening process, where do you start? You could start with a risk review, automated holistic monitoring of devices in your network, cloud IT solutions, audit remediation, security incident event management, just to name a few. Each area of the data triangle, the where, how, the who, needs to have its own analysis to take this a step further. This assumes that only users that fit into your policy will have access to your data, and of course, you must plan for unauthorized or malicious access. It is not just about allowing the right access to data, it is about ensuring that only the right users have access. Scanning and constant monitoring are all part of the hardening process. So, what should I review and what is most vulnerable is a great question. The most vulnerable data is data you do not control or only partially control. Think of email and all the threats that come through email. Multi-factor authentication and advanced threat protection are always ways to harden email. Applications that house or access your data are vulnerable to the security issues of that platform and coding practices. It is critical that applications be kept up to date. Even applications in a secure data center, cloud, are only as secure as the application. Devices that access your data may be out of your control. For example, working from home. These devices have web access to your data. Incorporating mobile device management, MFA solutions, VPN solutions, and firewall management will allow for more control and can be hardened how devices access the data that is in your location. As you can see, it's a complicated subject with no easy answers and lots of moving parts. As stated before, it is about the data and a 360-degree review of it. A single scanner review service will not harden and protect your data. A cybersecurity policy and procedure review goes a long way to identify the checks and balances you need to confirm the network is hardened and it stays that way.
Kim, I want to thank you for your time today. Been a wonderful conversation. And we'll see you next time on a Minnesota Banking Minute.
Thanks for having me. Have a great day.